Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Queen, and on this channel we talk about real life people that people face and how to overcome them. We talk about Christian dating, godly parenting, and the art of intercession. And today I want to talk about a very important topic. Actually, I'm going to be telling my story on how I was able to manage, how I was able to cope when I lost a loved one. But before I get into that, I want to say thank you so much to my returning viewers for coming back to watch my content, and to my new viewers, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. Do well to subscribe. About 3 years ago, December 15, 2021, yes, I visited my mom with my baby. My baby was just about a year old then. So I was at home one of the evenings and my mom came back from the shop. My mom was a hairstylist. She came back from the shop and she knocked on the door and I opened for her. She cooked and we ate because my mom loved the kitchen. All I needed to do was to assist her and all of that. So after we ate and rested, I went to my room, had my bath, bathed my baby, made sure she was asleep, and I was about resting when I heard my mom call my name from the sitting room. It was about 11 p.m. Yes, 11 p.m. thereabouts that she called me, and I heard the voice was kind of distressing, and I was wondering what was happening to my mom because she didn't tell us anything about being sick and she didn't even look sick. So that particular day she was looking very beautiful, so I rushed to the sitting room. So when I got there, I saw that she was actually struggling with her breath. So I asked her, "Mommy, what's the problem?" And she said, "I'm actually fine, I'm just having a little difficulty in breathing." So she asked me to get her water, which I did. I brought the water to her, she drank it, and it felt like she was better. So I called her neighbors because I was the only one at home with my siblings. My dad wasn't around, he was away. So I called my neighbors, they came around, and we actually prayed, and they decided to take her to the hospital. I put my baby on my back, I backed her, and I woke up my younger sister that was about 18 years old so she could take care of the other little ones. So I joined them in the car and followed my mom to the hospital. The most amazing and surprising thing was that my mom was praying throughout, all through the time we were on our way to the hospital. My mom kept praying and praying and praying, and it was like everywhere was just calm. She just kept on praying. So when we got to the hospital, they fixed oxygen for her and she became better. So I decided to step out of the ward to feel the fresh air. The place was stuffy somehow. So the moment I stepped out, it wasn't even up to 2 minutes, I started hearing screams from the ward. So I rushed back into the ward, and somehow they were trying to push me back, they were trying to take me outside, and I said I wanted to see my mom, I wanted to know what was happening. So I entered the ward and I saw that my mom was lifeless. I was like, "Doctor, what's the problem?" The doctor said, "I'm sorry, we lost her." That doctor terms they usually use. And I said, "We lost her how?" "I don't understand." He said, "I'm so sorry, we lost her." At that time, it was as if I went numb, like I didn't know what to do. I was confused. I know how it feels when they come and they tell you the person is no more. At first, you won't believe it. You won't believe it at first. It was like a movie. It was like I was dreaming. But I had to tell myself that this was reality. My mom was actually gone, and there was nothing anybody could do about it. I cried, tried to wake her, but no way, she was already gone. She wasn't hearing anybody. Even my neighbors and I started praying again to see if God would bring her back, but nothing of such happened. So by the time I was able to get myself, I was the only one there. I had to arrange for an ambulance. My mom was a Muslim before she died. So they had to bury her that same day. So I arranged for an ambulance and they took her back to her village, her hometown, because we were supposed to bury her at most that evening. That was the most That was, should I say, the most saddest day of my life. I had never experienced pain in that level. And I could see them carrying my mom out. She couldn't say anything. She was just there. The other stories are for another day. So I just want to share with you the things that I did or the things that helped me. I can't say that I've been able to overcome the grief. I can't say I've been able to overcome totally, because sometimes I still feel it, sometimes I still feel the pain. So the things that helped me to manage the grief when I lost my mom, because my mom was like my best friend. We would fight and quarrel, but we were still cool. She loved me so much, as well as my siblings. So number one thing that helped me, I acknowledged the fact that she was gone and there was nothing I could do about it. I acknowledged the fact that she was gone and there was nothing I could do about it. I accepted the reality. I accepted that I wasn't going to see her again. There was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't bring her back to life. After all, we had prayed and she didn't come back to life. So I accepted that there was nothing I could do about it. Number two, understand that it is okay to cry. You know, when you lost a loved one, like when I lost my mom and people kept coming and they were like, don't cry, it's okay. I understood that it is okay to cry, it is okay to grieve, it is okay to cry out the pain. You can never finish crying, you can never finish crying out the pain, but cry out the pain, cry it out. It is okay to cry, it is okay to grieve. Cry as much as you want to cry, but let it not be detrimental to your health. Everything that helped me, I try not to be alone. Try not to be alone. I don't know, I may be talking to someone that you just lost a loved one, maybe your mom, your dad, your sibling, your spouse. Try not to be alone, because when you get alone, you keep getting crazy thoughts, suicidal thoughts that will make you end your own life. And if you ask yourself, will that person you are grieving over, will that person want you to grieve over them this way? Will they want you to lose your life in the process of mourning them? Try to be around family, try to be around friends. If possible, see a psychologist, see a therapist, someone that can help you go through this process, go through this phase of mourning, go through this phase of grief. Express yourself. You see, I am a teacher as well as a writer. So when I lost my mom, I expressed myself in my writing. I poured out everything I was doing in my writing. I wrote more books. I did more courses. I bonded more with my husband, and I bonded more with my daughter, and that kind of filled my mind and distracted me from thinking about the pain. You know, trust me, that pain is like when someone pierces a knife in your heart and just keep turning it. The pain is something that it is not very easy. It can be very, very overwhelming. And sometimes when you sit down and think about the good times you had with that person, you just want to end it. But that is not the solution. Please take care of yourself. Losing a loved one can be very, very challenging. It can be very, very overwhelming. Trust me, I know the feeling. I know how it can be. It can be very, very overwhelming. It can be very, very challenging. And sometimes you blame yourself for the things you should have done for that person and the things you would have done with that person. But I need you to know that that is not going to change the fact that the person is gone and the person is gone. So take care of yourself, eat better, exercise better, bond more with friends. Just take care of yourself. It can be very trying, it can be very challenging, but do it. You can do it. You can do it. Some people will be blaming God. They'll be like, God, why did you let this happen? Why did you let this happen? God has a reason for everything, and He's the one that gives. When He gives, He also takes. If you are watching this video right now and you have lost a loved one, I pray to God to give you the grace to bear the loss. It is not easy. It can be very challenging, it can be very painful. But I ask God to give you the grace to bear this loss, to bear the loss. I ask God to give you peace that surrounds all my understanding. And let God fill your heart with His joy. In Jesus' name. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Do well to subscribe to this channel to get more valuable content. Bye.